They say just copy down the schedule. Any question comes on maps or projects. This is how your plans. Okay, please. And then we look at this question, the chapter. I think 2 or 3 years before it was only a math question. There was no theory. Now also the theory is very limited. But then we have to study this. Students, you can come here. Girls. Major and we have done. And complete you come here, this bench. Only 3 and there are so far. Difficult for me to. Good. Good. Only t-shirts they have provided. T-shirts. Nice looking. Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's some similar thing like wherever you go very quickly. Advantages कर लिया हम लोग ने डिसएडवांटेजेस किया
जो हम लोग एडवांटेजेस मल्टीपल उसके फॉलोइंग का मेरी एडवांटेज
उतना ही लिखा है फिर उसका आगे नहीं लिखा है अच्छा राइट पॉइंट नंबर 1 advantages of multipurpose DAD read the point if I okay correct okay recreational purpose okay write the next point green revolution was made possible what did I say only because of dam water next India could achieve food security India could achieve food security only because of regular continuous choice regular continuous progress. What is it? Everybody knows what is green revolution. No? Is green revolution and the dams have a connection?
Yes.
Connection. What connection?
पानी ज़्यादा पानी का supply चाहिए पर
क्यों?
इसमें ज़्यादा चाहिए
Very good. So can we say without that green revolution was possible? No. Possible. I say yes, possible.
it could be but
It could be, but it won't.
it could be but not so much successful.
It could be, but not so successful. Yeah, if I say no, it was very successful, but we could have achieved the direction. Okay, in all the batches now, I've started some. In fact, my ICSE today is going to have a lot of presentation based on the topics of that. Last we had done small one, they are very eager. मतलब teaching ही है, where you guys participation is more, correct? नहीं तो full strength कब आएगा next week? क्या हो गया इसको?
अलग बात है.
How about only girls? And only Myra. But there are many the online too. So I am saying that every time I am teaching, you are writing. You are writing, I am teaching. But your involvement, how? I'm asking. I'm asking you better. Nicer involvement you will have to follow. Yeah, it's a small task. Task in what sense? No writing, no preparation. I'm here, few lines, which is a dance. You collected some material from home. The right Musa in Punjab, very fun. You're from Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, check, you are also. You feel that is the biggest gap. Example, simple. Know your culture and know your state. है it won't take more than 2 minutes. एक तो थोड़ा सा excitement रहेगा and don't worry I get suitable rewards. Don't ask for rewards. है ना? They said sir आपको मेरे पास फुल बाजार का ऑफर coupons 50, 100, etc. क्या हो जाएगा? Forget about the cash. Forget about the reward. When you start preparing like this, then the chapter becomes correct? So correct? आज जाने से पहले एग्जाम के पास बट did I cover the portion?
Sir, what are you
वो तो खत्म 5 ही हो जाएगा और economics में 2 chapters that I've already completed. Did I complete money and credit? But did I complete and credit? Third chapter of economics. Money and credit नहीं. Because in one of the branches I finished the economics portion. Because money and credit there is only one chapter left. Consumer awareness just for income. फिर भी मैं करूँगा उसमें कुछ है important. So I always believe understanding the subject more than teaching it is you make me. सर हमको इतना चाहिए और इतना ही पढ़ना है ना? I will tell you the whole world, but आपको क्या चाहिए? सर out of syllabus. But something called as knowledge. You guys are a hunger of knowledge. Little, at least it's little. But you two guys? More than little, right? Only little. ये बहुत अच्छी है जो सब लोग बोलते हैं कुछ अरे आपका खुद का you must have your own preference ना सर नहीं चाहिए मुझे मेरे पास already बहुत है ना ठीक है so if I say this green revolution it started in the state of Punjab Haryana what was the crop selected wheat first is wheat and they tried it and they got spectacular production. What is spectacular? Whatever we thought, say double mill. Then as she said, we applied the same technology price. So if I say green revolution, I should say which dams? As he said, hybrid seeds require more water. We get water arsenic in it, but can I depend on the rain? Maybe or may not. But if I have water opening from the dams whenever I require, that time. So this is what green revolution. Is that point clear? And the last point. जो food security आप लोग ने लिखा है. What is food security by the way? I've given the definition. 3 A's बोला रहेगा.
Accessibility, affordability, availability.
ये सब ऐसे कैसे बोल देते हैं? First is, second is, third. Shall we start the task today only? Chalo, you write 1A. Let's see how do you. This is right. Wait, will you present now? She made one mistake. No, let her go. Wait. Correct the mistake first. Leave 1A for country. And it's good to always done. Very good. Now submit. Wait. Two gentle ladies are going inside. Girls. बैग में पीछे रखो, पैर में रखो, ये इधर सामने रखो, इधर रखो, इसे तो पता करना है. Very good. Is 3A is clear? What is accessibility? Availability? Throughout the year, you should get your food crops. है ना? Throughout the 12 months. Second, accessibility. Easy to reach. ऐसे नहीं कि मैं यहाँ से पनवेल जाके कुछ लेकर आ रहा हूँ, है ना? यहाँ से मैं नवी मुंबई छोड़कर बॉम्बे जा रहा है और सब मिलेगा क्लॉथ्स. अफोर्डेबिलिटी, ये तो बहुत आसान है. बट इजी टू बाय तो क्या हाथ में पैसे देके भेजो, जा लेकर आ. ये लिख के रखो नोटबुक में. ये नोटबुक में लिखो. This is very important. Huh? They'll ask you what is food security.
Then last point के बाद
हाँ अभी वो खत्म. अभी मैं disadvantages पे लिख के चले जाऊँ. Availability, affordability, and accessibility. ये उधर भी है. LA है, BI है, again सिग्नल स्कूल. चल गए. You can add to the spelling.
Sir, last one is prices are controlled.
What is it?
Affordability.
Prices are controlled. Which prices they are taking?
Prices are controlled.
Then write disadvantages. Then write disadvantages. The main disadvantage is large scale deforestation. Large scale deforestation and degradation of land under catchment and under catchment area.
The
Catchment area
catch.
CATCH immediately under catchment area. Next, large scale evacuation of people. You know what is evacuation?
Moving away.
People, taking the common people. Evacuation. Spelling is this. UATI. Evacuation of people living in the site area. Large scale evacuation of the people living in the site. Site means where the dam will be constructed. Correct. Next.
So मनाली में ज्यादा है
मनाली में
नहीं मनाली में मतलब डैम भी होते हैं मतलब ऐसे पहाड़ के पीछे नीचे लोग ऐसे रहते हैं ना
yeah, Manali is a hill station.
नहीं मतलब हिल में रहते हैं जैसे मतलब वाटर का अगर मतलब ज्यादा आता है ना
ठीक।
करते हैं
Did I show you the video how a dam is constructed? The world's largest dam, especially between which country? China. उसका इतना water है, जैसे if it is released, it can reduce the rotation of the earth rotation by 1 minute. पानी उतना है, and it's considered the world's largest dam. India में है? World's नहीं है, but we have Bakra Nangal, Damodar Valley project, Indira Gandhi Canal that is in Rajasthan, then Jaikwadi project in Maharashtra, Bushi Dam in Lonavala, वो तो एक दूसरा dam. Bushi Dam तो देखा रहेगा लोनावाला जाता था. Batsa Dam, that Shahpur area, वो सुना Batsa. छोटा-छोटा 3 dam है, अगर वो भर जाता है ना, till the next rainfall, Mumbai should be happy with the water. What do you think? Yesterday, naina? Day before yesterday, you got a holiday? Tuesday, na? But luckily that day, no rain at all. It is Marathi man to say. जिस दिवस हमको मॉर्निंग मिलता है दिन राइनफॉल नहीं हुआ और जिस दिवस में मराठी चैनल में बोलता है आज बिल्कुल बारिश नहीं उस दिन जो गिरता है बारिश वो भी हमारे तरह ही है अनप्रेडिक्टेबल
आज भी बहुत बारिश
today there was but continuous नहीं था ना
छुट्टी का मतलब हो रही है
even now I come from my college heavy rain ना बेटे कोई तरह आया अभी ना बात maybe by 7:30 yesterday also the whole day it was sunny मुझे लगा rainfall खत्म by 7 it picked up again within no time the clouds cover. So why I'm saying this news because you should understand the behavior of our the monsoon. I say dams are constructed to stop the floods. But do you know the reason? Dams are the reason for the flood source.
Because if it's released, it will.
हाँ, अभी डैम टूटने का हालत में है, बस पानी का कैपेसिटी फुल भरा है. Unfortunately or unwantedly, they have to open the gates. अगर नहीं ओपन किया, कोलैप्स क्या डैम को तोड़ के लेके जाएगा. Like we have a Kosi dam in Bihar. Every year, it's not a very big dam, but then also. Why I'm saying this? देखो, the river which I construct a dam, we are disturbing its natural flow, है ना? अभी ऐसा था, beautifully जा रहा था, but इंसान को लगा नहीं, इसको तोड़ते हैं. They will, make some blasting here. You know what is blasting? जो land surface है, इसका diversion कर दे. River यहाँ से flow होगा. Because dam site is somewhat here. अभी जैसे ही इसको डाइवर्ट कर दिया और इधर ब्लॉक कर दिया, ये पूरा रिवर सूख जाएगा. अगेन कंस्ट्रक्ट. करेक्ट. एंड वंस कंस्ट्रक्शन में ऐसे नहीं कि तुरंत ये पूरा खोल देंगे. They will try to channelize the water and try to see how the water going. Any leakages, any cracks, because it can be repaired. First 3 months only testing ही चालू करें और पूरा पानी रिलीज नहीं करेंगे. Once engineers are very confirmed, yes, dam is 100, then it is. I'll show you in that video only, you will understand what it is. So we always believe it is not only the money, then huge land surface, huge evacuation, animals, plants, human beings, and we are disturbing the natural flow of what? The river. सर इतना डिसएडवांटेज तो क्यों बना? उसके बगैर भी हमारा काम नहीं होगा. Green revolution कैसे हुआ? Time spirits है ना. So we always believe that we need the dams, but not at the cost of human being. We need the dam, but not at the cost of environment. There's a dam called Narmada. सुना है? What is that Narmada Bachao Andolan? I think we have a small para. More than 15 districts, village people were evacuated. Close to 15,000 people were removed. They got some houses, but that is deep in London. ना हाउस का क्वालिटी अच्छा है, ना उनको कुछ नहीं है, लग रही है. और फिर बोला एनवायरमेंट कुछ नहीं. अभी भी वो प्रोजेक्ट में प्रॉब्लम. The dam is not a huge dam. जैसे जब से डैम बना उससे फ्लडिंग और बढ़ गया है. Not every dam is successful. Damodar Valley, Hirakud project. These are huge projects in India. वो भी मैं लिखा. So भाई डैम क्या ये मार्च इसका डिब्बा है, चल लगा है, चल लिख के बोल. अबे देखो इंजीनियर का जो कैलकुलेशंस था और जो नेचर उधर आया या जो भी जैसे भी रिजल्ट आया, नॉट सेम. अभी हम लोग इन पंजाब में मेक ह्यूज हाउसेस ना, हम लोग बोलते कि भाई इधर ये लैंड में कभी फ्लडिंग नहीं होगा. भाई साहब ने नया नया घर बांधा है, नेक्स्ट टू रेनफॉल हुआ, टेरेस तक पानी भर गया. लोग में शायद वो कोटी बोलते हैं, कोटी गया पानी के अंदर. बट इंजीनियर सर्टिफिकेट दिया, आई विल राइट एंड गिव. फ्लडिंग तो दूर, पानी भी नहीं आया. जो रेनफॉल गिरा, कोटी गया पानी के अंदर. पंजाब
पिछले साल में रिलीज हुई थी इंजीनियर का, तो उसको एक प्रोजेक्ट दिया था बनाने के लिए, मतलब पूरे ऑफिस का. और जरा जल्दी बोलेगा तो पता चलता. तो है ना, मतलब उससे पहले सॉइल चेक किया उसका, तो उसको पता था कि मतलब की फ्लडिंग एरिया है और वो अम्यूजमेंट पार्क बनाना था उधर. तो है ना, उसने बोला कि इधर नहीं बना सकते, तो उसने ना प्रोटेस्ट करने लगा, उधर नहीं बना सकते. फिर वो लैंड वापस दे दिया जिसका था. फिर वो लोग किधर और गए, तो उधर ही बैठे रहे थे जब तक वो मतलब दूसरे लोग ने दूसरे सिविल इंजीनियर्स को.
बिकॉज़ project reporting है, engineer certificate है, soil coverage, there are thousands and thousands of work. Now you see the project will understand. So we always believe जितना advantages है उतना disadvantage भी है, but not every project is having swimming. So today India is developing in agriculture all thanks to these projects. Correct? Sure. What did we write? The last point. Okay, leading to loss of employment. Leading to loss of employment. livelihood. Today, next point. India has achieved high levels of agricultural development, all thanks to agricultural development, all thanks to the role of multi-purpose land. Role of multi-purpose dams. Full stop. That's it. But there is one small paragraph opposition to multi-purpose. उसके पहले भी disadvantages है. उसको अच्छे से read करो. तेरे नर्मदा बचाओ आंदोलन है. तो नहीं होता है. ये chapter अभी और 10-15 मिनट में find it out. Then in next lecture we can start either the second chapter or third chapter of economics. Did you get it? Or we can continue with geography. Read those points and check. I'll show you that dam.
Sir, dams से कैसे loss of employment हो सकता है?
Loss of?
Employment.
देखो एक जगह पर मैं सेटल्ड है, मेरा उधर फॉरेस्ट रिलेटेड काम है ना, एंड मैं उधर से ही मेरा इनकम हो रहा है. अब सडनली उठा के मुझे किधर जंगल में बैठेगा, उधर मेरे लिए कोई ऑफिस है क्या? तो फिर मेरा पूरा काम ही जंगल से ही है. This is a massive dam. Let's understand this. You'll see how huge and then how beautiful, but how costly and how dangerous. बाद में मालूम पड़ेगा.
Dams are one of the ways we control and engineer nature. We use them to store staggering amounts of water, control flooding, and generate electricity. This is the world's largest hydropower dam, the Three Gorges Dam in China. When it was built, it flooded a total area of more than 156,000 acres of land with 42 billion tons of water. The sheer amount of water was enough to alter the Earth's rotation by an estimated 0.06 microseconds. So in spite of their extraordinary size and capacity, how are dams built? Dams are usually built between a water source, such as a river, and a valley. The valley is later converted into a reservoir or an artificial lake using either water redirected from its natural source or elsewhere. Rivers are diverted using tunnels along the side of the dam or its foundations. During the construction of these channels, soil is excavated and larger rocks are blasted with explosives to clear the path for water. For dams built across large flowing rivers, simply constructing channels to divert the water supply won't be enough. Instead, dams hoping to divert large rivers utilize dry construction pits.
Is this the normal course? The river is flowing. Where is the diversion? इधर लोग channel बना देते हैं. You know what is a channel? जहाँ से water instead of flowing here, it will flow here. Entire channel is constructed. This area becomes dry. ये उसका dam site है जो engineers लोग ने satellite pictures बहुत calculate किया है. ठीक है? And once the dam construction is completed, this channel will be closed. You know what I mean by channel? पानी का channel को उतना आसान नहीं, but they will close it. Once this channel is closed, again the river will flow. Can I one go start? हाँ sir खत्म हो गया चलो start करो. No, they'll tell you everything. This
is built on one side of the river. The dam construction then proceeds in stages, where water is allowed to pass through openings in completed portions of the dam. The reservoir can then be filled. Dams are either built on soil or rock foundations, depending on the type of dam and how much water is intended to support.
Just a foundation.
The foundation must be rigid and strong enough to support both the weight of the dam itself and withstand the water pressure exerted on them. Since foundations are built below the ground, pockets of soft soil or rock are sometimes found during construction. They're replaced right away with stronger materials to ensure the dam's foundations are as sturdy as possible. Then any fissures or cracks are filled up right away with grout to prevent water from leaking out once the dam is complete. Going on to building the dam itself, you might be wondering where all the concrete comes from. For most dam construction projects, concrete batching plants are built on site. This gives workers access to large quantities of ready-to-use concrete, which is transported to the construction site using either a system of conveyor belts or via trucks and cranes. This concrete is then poured into a mold made in the required shape of the dam. The mold is built up in layers, 3 to 6 feet high. After the dam is built, its reservoir can then be properly filled up. It can take several years for the process to happen either naturally or with the help of pumping units. At this point, the water level behind the dam must not be at operational levels. The dam has to be tested first. Once construction is complete, engineers use the first building as an opportunity to test the dam and see if it will hold. They closely monitor the building to look for any deficiencies in the dam's design or construction and safely address them. Inspectors check for signs of seepage, cracking, or erosion. Repairs can be made to get the dam performing to its intended capacity. Dams are split into 2 categories, low hazard and high hazard. This refers to the amount of damage it would inflict on its immediate surroundings if the dam fails. Dams also feature components specifically designed for safety, such as emergency spillways during extreme events, including excessive rainfall or snowmelt. Massive volumes of water spill through and are diverted downstream in a controlled flow, ensuring the main dam structure does not need to withstand the additional water pressure. Dams need to stand the test of time, so they're never truly finished. Changing water levels around the world affect the operational conditions of these megastructures over time. Prolonged droughts can significantly reduce water levels in the reservoir behind the dam, affecting its ability to provide electricity. Whatever the case, dam operators and planners need to be ready to adapt and respond to any condition.
I haven't shown this figure to anybody. इंडिया में भी बनाते हैं ये तो काफी टेक्नोलॉजी से हमसे बहुत ज्यादा है ना चाइना इज बड़ी कैन टेक्नोलॉजी
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं हूं शशि। आप देख रहे हैं पापा कंस्ट्रक्शन। आज बात करते हैं
people make a lot of the experience.
Nandai Dam is one of the largest dams in India. It is located in the state of Himachal Pradesh in the north of the country. The dam is on the Sutlej River, which is the longest river in the Punjab region. The dam is 225 meters high and 940 meters long. The reservoir of the dam, known as the Govind Sagar, is the second largest reservoir in India. The dam provides irrigation water to the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan. It also provides drinking water to the cities of Delhi and Chandigarh. The dam has hydroelectric power plant which supplies electricity to the region.
Short and sweet with construction labor. Three states, only one dam. That's all there from Himachal. Water. Initially, Gobind Sagar, name of the resort, 9.3 million cubic meters of water. That's what's the first one thing. Identify as the leader. He's opening the dam. So C gates या U gates होता है ऐसा कुछ चाहिए कि yes transfer.
The system that it controls such an abundance of water will still prosperity to the surrounding area. Konar is the second of the four dams included in the first phase of the program. It is of the concrete gravity type with continuous earth embankments on either side. Construction at Konar began in the middle of 1950. Over 12,900 feet long and 160 feet high, the dam can store 260,000 acre-feet of water. The water released from this reservoir will generate 191 million kilowatt hours of electric power and also furnish a constant supply of water for cooling purposes to the thermal station at Konar. Here is a vast vista of men and machines battling together to tame an unruly river so that the valley may prosper.
Damodar, very powerful.
Work in Konar began in the early part of 1950 and continued according to schedule. In February 1953, this plant, the largest in India, was completed. And on the very day of the inauguration at Pilaya, Mr. Nehru opened the power station. The power station is mainly planned to maintain an even supply of power during the dry months when the water level in the reservoirs is low. The plant utilizes low-grade coal from nearby mines. Basic industries in the area can now expand, for Bokaro can supply the much-needed power. My farm, work here on dam number 3, began in December 1952. First, the Baraka River has to be diverted to keep the dam site dry. For this purpose, the left bank to divert the water during dry months.
Main sites. Helicopter, zone becomes very important. The water is getting into I want to
The district composite structure, partly concrete and partly earth, as one can see from this model. Giant earth movers build up the main dam, over 2,000 feet long and 160 feet in height. The Micron Dam, designed primarily for flood control, will irrigate 270,000 acres. Besides, its water power will generate 164 million kilowatts of electricity.
structure.
My father gave me a monster machine, really prosperity within the reach of our people. At Bunches Hill is the fourth DVC dam. It is very similar to the one at my farm. The main earth dam is 1,800 feet long and 130 feet high. Its hydroelectric output will be 154 million kilowatt hours a year. The Bunches Hill reservoir will have a capacity of 1,214,000 acre feet. It is primarily meant for flood control and will also irrigate 684,000.
So why I'm showing you all this, next time you study a dam, है ना? Or you understand a dam, you should know.
भारत की प्रथम नदी घाटी परियोजना कौन सी थी? उत्तर दामोदर घाटी परियोजना, दामोदर घाटी निगम, दामोदर डैम कॉर्पोरेशन
The first one.
DVC भारत का बहुउद्देशीय नदी घाटी।
Did you know how such large dams are made under the deep and fast-flowing water of rivers? These dams hold billions of liters of water, and if they develop cracks, the entire area around them could get flooded. So let's understand how cement is placed under so much water. Dams are much wider underwater than they appear. However, these dams can't be constructed while water is flowing. So first, they create a new path alongside the river where it's watered. They stop the water on the path where the dam is being constructed by placing a large amount of soil and concrete. After removing all the water from that area, they construct the dam. Did you know how such large dams?
It is the dam that we have seen, है ना?
Fast-flowing water of
Same
rivers.
dam type.
These dams hold billions of liters of water, and if
This is our DVC park project. Barrage of a dam. See, the dam is not there, what will this Damodar will do? How dangerous the flow. The dam का पानी. Okay, can you proceed or you want to see? To the dam side. So at least you got an idea. Okay, how does a dam site look like? Okay, let's proceed. What I was showing you, teaching you advantages, disadvantages. Okay, so let's proceed. I'm just reading it, just mark and we'll go ahead. Right? Opposition, social movements like underline. Dairy Bachao, Narmada Bachao, page number 53. Focused on open bracket. Which problem? Good. Good for me. बोलना है तेरा है. अब जाओ उसको बोलो very bad.
So from where we have to have.
हाँ. What did I say? It has volume एक ही है, volume 2. So now when we say, what is that? Yes. Okay, very better. Resistance to the project has been underlined due to large scale displacement. ये मैंने already disadvantages में दिया है ना? The local people who have to give up their land, livelihood, meager control over the resource. Underline livelihood, meager का ऊपर लिखो less control, है ना? And next, only landowners, farmers, industries, urban have benefited. And who is not benefited?
Local city.
Very good. The local and common people are not benefited. Local and common people. Page 153, na? Okay. And the next one. Go to the next one. Okay. Then we have, they created underline conflicts between people wanting different uses and see the nature. Wanting different uses and benefits. Actually, point incomplete. Interstate water dispute. Underline that interstate. Can you give me any interstate dispute? South में है, कर्नाटका है, बैंगलोर है, अभी केरला में घुस गया उसमें. कौन सा वाटर डिस्प्यूट है? तो लिखो कावेरी वाटर डिस्प्यूट. CAUVERY. वरना कावेरी केव से भी आप लिख सकते. Okay, next. The projects have underlined, thus failed to really achieve the purpose. First, I will put a question in your notebook. Going home, you write answer from here. List out main. List out main drawbacks or disadvantages of multi-purpose dams. What is the page number you have to write? UT 53. Okay. I want somebody to read this. In fact, I can show you a video on this. Come on. Narmada Bachao Andolan. The last question from that side. You please read.
Narmada Bachao Andolan or Save Narmada Movement is a non-governmental organization
Underline that and write NGO. Acha, it's already written. Leave it.
that mobilized tribal people, farmers, environmentalists, and human rights activists against the Sardar Sarovar Dam built
Sardar Sarovar. आपने सागर कैसा बोल दिया? Go ahead. Go ahead.
It originally focused on the environmental issues related to trees that would be submerged under the dam water.
Put the environmental issues.
Recently, it has refocused the aim to enable poor citizens, especially the
Ousting. मतलब उनको वहां से निकाला. Poor people.
displaced people to get full rehabilitation facilities from the government.
It is rehabilitation. Correct?
Yes.
What are you eating the words? Carry on.
People felt that their suffering could not be in vain, accepted the trauma of displacement, believing in the promise of irrigated fields and plentiful harvest.
Okay.
So often the survivors of
Yeah? That's the name of the place. Rihan told us. अच्छा कोई तो character है. चलेगा.
told us that they accepted their suffering as sacrifice for the sake of their nation.
Underline that. Sacrifice the sake of the nation. Maybe उधर का कोई local रहेगा, है ना? Carry on.
But now, after 30 bitter years of being adrift, their livelihood having enough, even being more precarious, they keep asking, are we the only ones chosen to make sacrifices for the nation?
One of the sufferers. वो बोलते हैं कि हम अकेला ही मिला क्या देश का लिए, है ना? Now what's this? Whatever she reads, now you'll understand. Nice. अभी भी चल रहा है. मेरा पाठ करो. She is a big environmentalist. इसके लिए. The folk song. Words के साथ ऑडियो आपको सुनना पड़ेगा. देखा. How many village people are thrown out of there? He is also one. Yogindra.
Nirmala is many things to many people in Madhya Pradesh. For some, it is the spiritual anchor of the state. For others, a
symbol of raging debate, development versus ecology. For the last 33 years, activists from Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra have been locked in a perpetual tussle against successive
She's
governments.
made up at maybe. Three-year-old.
On September 17, 2017, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the gigantic structure of the Sardar Sarovar Dam on the Narmada and dedicated it to the nation. For many in Madhya Pradesh who had to lose their homes for the massive project to take off, grand gestures don't mean much. The Narmada Bachao Andolan, which started 33 years ago to stop the construction of the Sardar Sarovar Dam, has now shifted to other issues such as rehabilitation, farming, and availability of water. Under this movement, the Narmada Bachao Andolan organized a whole rally, mostly driven and led by women, focusing on people affected by the dam. KHR25, one of the many rehabilitation sites in Madhya Pradesh.
मित्रों, ये टीम से जो 185 करोड़ रुपए के बनाए गए 185 करोड़ के टीम सेट को एक भी परिवार पिछले साल नहीं आया था, फिर भी इनको 80 करोड़ रुपए का इनका रिपेयरिंग के नाम का गवर्नमेंट ने पैसा दे दिया.
Today, as KHR stares at submergence, their doors to a livelihood are shutting rapidly.
पूरा तब पैसे कम हो तो क्या करें, महंगी भाड़ो एक तो बढ़ाई दिया, सब सरिया को भाव बढ़ेगा, सीमेंट को भाव बढ़ेगा, सबको भाव बढ़ेगा, इतना पैसा हुई का ही रही.
Nine Adivasi families belonging to the Bintara tribe live at the Gail Gaon Barsat. They were asked by the government to vacate their land in Alirajpur overnight. The money allotted to them for their new land never reached them. A landlord, through his bureaucratic network, got the money. In return, he gave a portion of his land to these 9 families. Prior to coming here, they had no idea about where and in which condition the land was in. They claimed they were blindfolded during the entire process. The resettlement site is a vast land. Women have to travel 5 kilometers in search for drinking water. These Adivasis, mainly farmers, have to live on the mercy of the rains to cultivate their land. These are the survivors of the Sardar Sarovar Dam, the foundation of which was laid by Jawaharlal Nehru in 1961. Constructed on the Narmada River, it was supposed to serve twin objectives. Provide water for irrigation in the drought-prone regions of Kutch and Saurashtra, and ensure protection from floods for over 200 villages and the city of Bharuch in Gujarat.
ये एलके तो कैनाल के पास में रख के पानी किसानों के ले रहे थे. उनको वो इंजन वो पाइप थी वो काट के वो कैनाल में डाल दिया और मशीन ने उठा लेके वो एसआरपी पुलिस थाने वो लेके गई थी. उनको भी जेल में डाला था. किसानों को भी इंडस्ट्री पास जा रहा है, अहमदाबाद जा रहा है, अभी टाटा कंपनी के पास जा रहा है पानी, अभी कोका कोला की पानी जा रहा है. अभी I refute completely. I was involved and I have played a very important role in this. And Maharashtra, I am telling you, it is a success story. And second thing I will narrate to you also, it is a great success story and going to, it would be replicated in the entire country. Because those people who were agitating when I was going, they are now coming, welcoming me. And they are honoring me.
Different story. Common with
forest land dams, the land objectives, goals, vision, vis-a-vis the actual. To begin with, Nehru in his own memoirs, he has mentioned that while initially he had considered dams, big dams like Bakra Nangal as modern temples of India, He himself realized the mistake. And when he visited China and looked at the small and large projects, he came to a conclusion that those are a repercussion of the disease of giganticism. And this fact of life was told to me by none else but Justice Krishna Iyer.
138.68 meters. Not the chief minister.
वो 2018 में को 38 मीटर बांध गया 38 मीटर बांध हो गए तो अब रूप क्षेत्र से इस गांव को आधा डूब में ले गया और आधा डूब से बाहर कर दिया है। मध्य प्रदेश सरकार केंद्र सरकार नर्मदा नियंत्रण प्रणाली की बॉडी है।
Understood? Chalo. Let us come to back our chapters. So next lecture I will be starting what? What do you want me to start? Economics or geography? Economics.
Sir, latest topics left.
What is that?
Rainwater harvesting
Ah,
and
that